We are now into December here in year number 3 of the Golden State Warriors, MyNBA franchise here on NBA 2K25. And so far through the first quarter or so of the year, the team's been playing pretty well. 15-7 as we're going to make it through December, including the in-season tournament. We've got our first round playoff matchup of the tournament against Oklahoma City on the way. The Thunder, currently the number 1 seed in the West at 16-6, and we get to see them twice over the next couple of days in what ended up being a very interesting format in the schedule that we'll go over in a little bit. So overall, looking at the standings, the biggest takeaway I have in terms of the Eastern Conference is that it's a lot better than it was last year. We talked about the Bucks in the last episode a little bit with how they accidentally added a second star in Jaden Ivey. Him and Giannis Antetokounmpo lead the NBA in free throws attempted per game, and it's not even close. It's very clearly them in first and second. As for us, we're getting healthier. Obviously, Curry's missed some games. Antoine Salis broke his hand during the second game of the year. He is ready to come back within the coming days, so it'll be nice to have him returning. I do want to look at Jimmy Butler real quick because he started the year off really well. It looked like he really didn't regress at all. But over the last really 10 or so games, it has not been pretty. Let's look early in the year. He had to step up with Curry and Salis injured, and he certainly did. But he has had some not-so-good performances over the last couple of weeks. He had a nice stretch of 2 or 3 games in a row there. But otherwise, he really hasn't played all that well. He's had a lot of bad shooting nights. And in the month of November, his points-per-game average has decreased a whole lot from where it was in the month of October. His efficiency really isn't that much worse, but I think that's largely because of some of the really good games he had. Another storyline of the last episode was us sending Kajai Stokes down to the G League, one of their first rounders in this year's draft, and he has been okay. I mean, the shooting percentages are not great, but he's had some good performances. The rebounding's been really good. The defense has been really good, and in order to keep his morale up, the plan is that we're going to call him back up to the regular team, and then we're going to have Keone Kaleo go to the G League for a little bit. I'm not sure if Stokes is ready to return to the rotation, though, because when he was in there, he really wasn't doing too hot. Of course, as I mentioned, Antoine Salis is coming back, and now we've got to figure out how we're going to plan for this in-season tournament game against Oklahoma City and the games leading up to it. Based on the point differential tiebreaker, we really shouldn't be in here. It should be Minnesota, who would have gotten the spot, so 2K kind of screwed them over, but I'm not going to complain. Our reward for being in the in-season tournament is 5 games within 6 days. So we had the Clippers, then we travel to Minnesota against the Wolves. We get a day off, and then this is where it gets really funky. In Oklahoma City, fly all the way home to play Memphis, and then fly right back to Oklahoma City to see the Thunder 2 days later. I don't like the 5 games in 6 days thing, and I imagine the players don't either, so because of that, I'm going to manage this very strategically. We're not going to have everybody play every game because they're going to be exhausted. This will be the lineup for the first game against Minnesota. I figured this was a good opportunity to get some of the young guys more minutes, so for now, Kajai Stokes, for instance, will return to the rotation. Antoine Salis now has a sore hand. We're not going to play him through the injury, though, as we do beat Minnesota. Without Steph Curry and without Jimmy Butler, we still find a way to win. Really good game from Jonathan Kuminga. Roman Loggins-Burl did not shoot the 3-ball well, but he had 15, 8, and 7. And Kajai Stokes played pretty well, 9 and 7. Only took 2 shots from the field, but went to the line a lot and was an efficient 7 of 9. Now against Oklahoma City, Curry and Butler are in. Kuminga and Turner are out for this game, and the young guys are still going to see some extra run. We get offered this trade from the Knicks, Jimmy Butler for OG Anunoby. It would be a lot more interesting if OG hasn't been completely abysmal this year. His estimated wins added at negative 1.5 is worse than anybody right now in the entire league. So no, I don't think I'm going to do this. If this was real-life OG Anunoby, then maybe it would be a different story, as Antoine Salis is now healthy. So we're going to have him for the first time since the second game of the year as we lose to Oklahoma City by 30. This dude, Chet, thinks he's Curry. He shot the 3-ball 23 times. That's more threes in a game than anybody has attempted in the league all year, finishing with 46 points, Butler with 22, Curry with 19. Another good game from Stokes, although he didn't shoot the three ball well, but nobody on the team did. We went 6 for 31. I don't get why Kajai Stokes is such a bad three-point shooter. That's one of his best grades. Now, he had a good game otherwise, as that brings us to this matchup against the Grizzlies. I'm going to hold Salis out for one more game. We're also not going to play either Curry or Butler, giving them more rest with Kuminga and Turner back in. Jabari Springer will start this one at the 4. And we ended up losing, but we made it competitive against a solid Grizzlies team. 27 for Kuminga, 22 for Bona. Kajai Stokes played well again, and this time he did shoot the three ball well. 14 points, 5 rebounds, only 1 assist. But he had 4 steals and 2 blocks. 6 stocks for the rookie guard. And with him playing well here in 3 consecutive games, I'm going to keep him in the lineup for our in-season tournament game against Oklahoma City. We're going to play everybody now. Curry's back. Butler's back. Antoine Salis is officially back. And I'm going to let the young kids run. I know it's a big game, obviously the in-season tournament playoffs, but I want to see what these young guys can do. Romans Loggins-Burl continues to show flashes. Kajai Stokes is playing well. Jabari Springer is the casualty. He'll be out of the rotation. He has not shot the ball well since the first couple of weeks of the year, so he loses his spot because other guys right now are playing better. And Roman Loggins-Burl's going to probably have to shoot the ball better if he wants to keep minutes now that we're fully healthy for the first time since like the third quarter of the first game of the year when Steph Curry tweaked his back. Actually, that was the second quarter. So we have not gotten to see our entire roster healthy on the floor together since the first half of game 1. And now we finally get to have it here in the in-season tournament playoffs, the NBA Cup first round here in Oklahoma City against the Thunder. And I'm excited to see what all these guys can do in a big game. These guys have not been able to play with each other. Hey, yo, pause, no Diddy. Antoine Salis obviously hasn't played at all since game 2, so we're going to try to get his footing back. He's not going to be on a minutes restriction. He will start, but we'll be cautious with him if he's struggling. As Miles Turner wins the tip and we are underway. The NBA Cup quarterfinals here in Oklahoma City. As Chet Holmgren has it, that one no good. His 46-point outburst was not, by all definition, a mirage. He's averaging around 25 a game this year as Curry connects on the 3 first points of the game, assisted by Antoine Salis, finally back in the lineup. Caruso with it inside, guarded by the second-year guard from France, just celebrated his 20th birthday as he gets it to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who's in for the first points of the game. Of course, this is a rematch of the first round of the playoffs back in Season 1, in which Oklahoma City swept us. Curry inside for the big man, Miles Turner, who's in for the layup. The Thunder had a disappointing season last year, only the 8th seed. They decided to run it back, and it's paid off. First in the West right now as Curry is in for the and 1. Flex on him, Wardell. A quick start for Steph. He's got 6 as Williams misses the slam, and Golden State's looking to run the floor quickly. But Turner has it stripped away and stolen. Here comes the Caruso. Alex Caruso on the other end makes the layup, and that'll make it 8-6 in what's been a slow offensive start. Kuminga, 3, no good. Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Here comes Oklahoma City. Lou Dort has it poked away and stolen by Curry, who's off to a great start. Out to Butler. Left wing 3, no good. And somehow Miles Turner does not get the rebound, even though he was the only guy in the paint. That's pretty inexcusable. Williams on the other end, he misses the layup. Jalen Williams has been pretty atrocious through the first 3.5 minutes of the game, as Miles Turner has it out to Salis for 3, and it's good! The first points back for Antoine Salis, who scored 31 in his only full game this year on opening night against the Spurs. Another miss for J-Dub on the other end. Salis with it, and he makes the layup. He's got 5. OKC's got to call time. Only 6 points here halfway through the first quarter. Their offense has been a mess, largely because of the struggles of Jalen Williams. Chet Holmgren for 3. That one is good. And it's 13-9. Now 13-11. They have it right back within 2. Butler sends it over to Turner. Over to Ayo Dosunmu with the screen. Ayo for 3, and it's good. You'll notice he has a new number. I switched him from number 11 to number 10. Hopefully he continues to play like Klay Thompson, though, because he's really shot the ball well this year. Jalen Williams finally on the board, 18-13. Here's the rookie, Roman Loggins-Burl, with a little rack attack. Nobody on this Oklahoma City defense can handle his speed as a ball handler. Certainly the biggest asset in his game. Geronimo Trinidad hits the pull-up jumper. Late first rounder a couple of years ago who's really come into his own in the OKC rotation, shooting 44% from beyond the arc. Ayo Dosunmu with it. Looks to bully Wallace. No good. Gets his own rebound. Out to the rookie. Roman Loggins-Burrell shooting roughly 20% from deep. Not pretty. Dort gets it to Jalen Williams. Looking to stop the cold streak as he's in for the dunk. 20-17. Dosunmu. 3. No good. Butler with the rebound over Dort. He gets the putback. His first points of the game. And it's 22-17. Roman Loggins-Burrell with it on the drive. Hands it off to Ayo Dosunmu. Out to Butler. Long-range triple is good. Jimmy Butler connects from beyond the arc. 25-17. Here comes Shea. Inside for Geronimo Trinidad. The second-year wing hailing from the Philippines and UCLA, who gets the dunk. 25-19. Trinidad will inbound it. It's Nikola Topic. Out to Trinidad. Gets Kuminga to bite on the fake and connects on the mid-ranger. 25-21 now. Final 30 seconds of the first. Holmgren brings it up. Out to Cason Wallace for 3. And after that rocky offensive start, the Thunder have done a really good job over the last few minutes, bringing the lead all the way down to 1. Loggins-Burrell takes it himself with the windmill! Mama! There goes that man! It would be an absolute disservice if we do not get Roman Loggins-Burrell in the dunk contest. His ability to play with his head above the rim is something else, and he loves to add some style points with it. Trinidad out to Chet Holmgren, blocked by Bona, and that'll wrap up the first quarter. An exciting opening 10 minutes here in the quarterfinals of the NBA Cup. 27-24. Isaiah Joe with it, trapped by Celis. Nice cut off the ball by Geronimo Trinidad, in with the slam. The winner of this game will meet either the Spurs or the Kings in the semifinals, as here is Stokes for 3, and it rattles in. His first shot of the game goes through. Kajai Stokes was a good three-point shooter at Marquette. I don't know what's happened. He's been one of the worst three-point shooters in the league, as Cason Wallace connects on the 3-ball, 30-29. Stokes, who's had a few good games in a row, sends it to Dunn in the corner. Contested triple will fall for Antoine Celis. Started the game off slow, but he's now got 8. Stokes with it on the drive, sends it in the corner. Kuminga, pump fake. Nice move by Jonathan Kuminga as he gets one back at Trinidad. 35-31. Steph back in the game, had an impressive first few minutes. Out to Celis, Bona in the corner for Kajai Stokes, who hits another 3. And this looks a lot more like the guy who we drafted coming out of college, makes his first 2 triples of the game. Stokes on the drive, blocked by Holmgren, who pins it on the backboard. Nobody out to defend Nikola Topic. He makes the layup, and it is a 5-point game. Not much you can do there other than tip your cap. Great defense by Holmgren, leading to the points as Celis rips it away from Cason Wallace. He gets it to Stokes. Inside, it's tipped and stolen away by the Thunder. Both teams trading punches defensively. Topic out to Cason Wallace. Has a little bit of space. He sends it to Nikola Topic. Guarded by Curry with the screen from Caruso. And Topic drills the top of the key 3, and we are quickly within 2. 38-36. Stokes with it on the drive. His pass is tipped. Gets it back. Corrals it in. Has Curry wide open in the corner. Leaving Steph Curry open is a bold strategy. I get you got to send defensive pressure on the ball handler, but you can't give 30 all that space. Hell, even when he doesn't have space, he'll still make tough floaters like that one. 43-38. Wallace with it. Out to Chet Holmgren. Pulls it from the top of the key, and it's good. Both of these offenses were sluggish over the first couple of minutes, and now nobody's missing. Roman Loggins-Burrell with another slam, his 3rd of the game. As inefficient as he's been this year, the dude is already one of the best finishers in the NBA. His ability to drive and score inside looks effortless. There's the backup big, Joshua Kepler III with the layup. Jalen Williams now on the drive, makes the layup, and we are tied up at 47 with now 2.5 minutes to go in the first half. Trinidad matched up with Ayo Dosunmu, gets the screen on the drive with the throwdown, and Oklahoma City has the lead, 47-49. Miles Turner with it. He's been pretty productive so far. Floats it up and in. Count it, and a foul. And 1 for the big man, And the Warriors take their lead right back. Pass is tipped for Kuminga, stolen by Chet Holmgren. He gets it to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who's guarded by Curry. SGA, isolation, too easy for Canada's finest. OKC back ahead, 50-51. Curry now with it, looking for the pick and roll. Lobs it up for Myles Turner, who comes home with the flush. 9 points on 4 of 4 shooting for Myles Turner. As Salise has it, looking for the pick and pop. Kuminga in the corner. Curry for 3. It's good. 14 for Stephen Curry. 55-53. Holmgren trapped inside. Doesn't matter. Myles Turner really didn't give much there defensively. Turner's played a good game, so I'll try not to give him too much crap. We're tied at 55. Here is Shai. Again, isolation. He's blocked at the rim by Turner. Dosunmu does not get it off in time. Nearly went in. And that'll wrap up a really exciting first half of hoops. When Adam Silver designed the in-season tournament, I think this is exactly what he was hoping for. 2 heavyweights battling it out, putting it all on the line in a regular season December game. We've been treated to a fun one between 2 of the Western Conference's premier teams, and we'll see if we have a fun second half. SGA out to Jalen Williams, and he gets the first points of the third quarter. Not a great first half from J-Dub. The Thunder are hoping for a little more out of him. As Kajai Stokes is out with the ones here in the third, he gets it to Jimmy Butler for 3. Antoine Salise is not in the game right now because he currently has 4 fouls, so we're trying to preserve him. Stokes with it. Pump fake. Has space. Pulls it from deep, and it's good. For a guy who's barely shot 20% from 3 this year, it's really encouraging to see Stokes start this game off 3 for 3 from beyond the arc. Nice move there by Luguentz Dort in for the layup, 61-59. Curry with it, sends it over to Jonathan Kuminga. Kuminga pushes off Williams. Turnaround fadeaway is good. Kuminga only scored 2 points in the first half. It's not that he was bad. He only shot the ball twice. We didn't use him a lot offensively. I would imagine he's going to have a bigger role in the second half as Curry hits the mid-ranger, beating the shot clock. 65-59, good start to the third for the Warriors. Holmgren looks to change it, and he connects on the 3. Chet Holmgren cuts the lead in half. Kuminga looking for a corner 3 of his own, it's no good. But Adem Bona is there with the offensive rebound. He is there with the putback slam, 67-62. Stokes doing a little bit of everything. It's not just the 3-point shooting as he sends it in the corner, and Jimmy Butler buries the hatchet. A big first opening few minutes for the Warriors in this third quarter. They're playing really well on both ends of the floor. What a move by the rookie! Kajai Stokes splits the defenders, makes the layup off balance with good defense by Jalen Williams. Stokes, 11 points, 4 for 5 from the field. His only miss was the block by Holmgren. And there's Butler, another corner 3. 75-68, halfway through the third. Shai, Euro step, too easy. I feel like Shai's been good, but he hasn't taken over this game. He doesn't look like the MVP per se, and OKC's going to need a big run from him as Wallace sends it to Holmgren. His shot is off the mark. Williams rebound. Shai for 3. It's good! Chet should have made the open 3 in the corner, but a big play there by Jalen Williams leading to a 3-point swing. As Shai Gilgeous-Alexander makes the layup, draws the foul, it looks like Shai might be starting to take over this game. We had a nice lead a few minutes ago, and it is all but gone. Oklahoma City now up by 1, and they're not done. Lou Dort with the layup. Salise tries to draw the charge. He cannot. He knows he can't let up another defensive foul. Would have been his 5th. As he has the pump fake in the corner for Roman Loggins-Burrell, who hits the 3. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, that one is no good. Bona with the rebound. Warriors looking for the lead. Loggins-Burrell with 11 points of his own has it with a nice pass inside for Jimmy Butler. And that one is good. Jimmy's played a good game. He's got 16 points. Love to see it in our biggest game of the year. Ayo inside. Kuminga! Powerful slam and 1. Jalen Williams does not like the call. Kuminga would make the 3 throw. It's now 83-80. Wallace on the drive. No hand to contest. Cason Wallace doing a nice job there of creating space for himself. 85-82. 10 seconds left in the third. Curry in the corner. Kuminga for 3. No good. That was a nice look. He was wide open. Thunder looking to tie. Wallace, Trinidad at the buzzer. Bang! Geronimo Trinidad from beyond the arc. 85-85. Curry will get the last shot. It is no good. Another really exciting quarter here in the in-season tournament. Still no lead. We're tied at 85 going into the fourth. Should be a really fun 10 minutes to wrap this one up as Curry's shot is off the mark. And it looks like Jimmy Butler is wheezing in pain as he went for the offensive rebound. 5-on-4. Cason Wallace triple is good. The Thunder take advantage of outnumbering Golden State. And we're going to call a timeout. Jimmy Butler appeared to have tweaked his back. So, not entirely dissimilar to what happened to Steph Curry in the first game of the year. When you got the oldest players in the league, who are 37, 38 years old, this kind of stuff is going to happen. I don't think this would be happening to Roman Loggins-Burrell or Kajai Stokes or Antoine Salis, but it's happening to the vets. So Butler's status for rest of the way is questionable as Stokes has it intercepted. We're going to need a lot of minutes from these rookies the rest of the way. They've been good today. But can they rise to the occasion here in the big moments? Trinidad for three. That one is good. A huge run for Oklahoma City. I think they've scored 23 of the last 30 points. They've outscored a 7-0 to start the fourth. Who's the best guy to end the drought? You'd think it's Steph Curry, but he misses the three. Stokes, however, rips it away in transition. On the other end, back to Curry. Layup is good. The best offense is good defense, and as much as Kajai Stokes has struggled to transition into the NBA on offense, he's been a phenomenal defensive player so far, as we expected, as Steph hits the three, hits the shimmy, and it's right back to a one-score game. Stokes hands it off to Jonathan Kuminga. Layup is good, and the lead is within one. A nice response ever since Butler got hurt. Everybody knows that they've got to do a little bit more, and they're doing just that. Nikola Topic, pick and pop. Williams triple, off the mark. Roman Loggins-Burrell with the rebound, his sixth. Warriors looking for the lead, and OKC just cannot defend his speed, but he misses the layup. That was a good drive, good look. Just happened to miss it. Trinidad out to Topic. His triple is good. And the Thunder are up by 4. 96-92. Stokes, pump fake. He's able to keep his dribble, looking for the screen from Bona. Stokes for three. It is good. 14-6 for KJ on 4 of 5 shooting from beyond the arc. His best game in the NBA so far. And it's not done. We're going to need more from him with 6 to go. Topic inside, tipped by Kuminga, stolen by Curry. Here comes Golden State. Stokes in the corner for Roman Loggins-Burrell for the lead. Roman hasn't shot the three ball any better this year, but he's 2 for 3 with a couple of big triples here in the second half. Topic now looking for the lead. It's good. These youngsters on both of these teams are throwing the punches. Loggins-Burrell with 14 efficient points of his own. Gets some space, pulls the midi for the lead. Roman Loggins-Burrell now with 16-6. Again, shooting the ball well. He's been impressive. Trinidad's jumper is good. OKC right back ahead. Our rookies are hitting some big shots. Their youngsters, Trinidad and Topic, are making some big plays. It's fun seeing the youngsters make some plays, but you can't forget about the old heads. Curry, top of the key, three is good for the lead. 103-101. Caruso with it in the right corner, matched up with Ayo Dosunmu, couple of former Chicago Bulls. Out to Lou against Dort. He's got Shea, guarded by Curry. Shea inside, off the mark. Nice defense by Turner, but Shea gets it back. Caruso, off the mark. Holmgren with the rebound. Kuminga on the ground, appears to be in some pain as Holmgren misses. But the concern here is now with Jonathan Kuminga. That's now 2 of our key front court guys who have gotten injured here in the fourth quarter, and he appears to be grabbing at his chest. Looks like he got a push there from Holmgren, but I think the injury came with the contact from Antoine Salis. Some friendly fire, and the 2 guys who kept us afloat with all of our early injuries, Butler and Kuminga, are now injured themselves. 2-point game. Salis on the drive, and one slam! They may be the Thunder, but we've got the Lightning! Antoine Salis with the throwdown. His first points at the second half, as it's now a 3-point game. Dort, floater, no good. Gets his own miss. Out to Shea for the tie. Bang! 106 with under 3 minutes to go. Roman Loggins-Burrell looks to be closing the game. He's earned it with how well he's played today. Williams, Holmgren, triple, off the mark. Roman Loggins-Burrell with the rebound, his 7th, one shy of his career high. Salis' pass is tipped, he holds onto it. Out to Ayo Dosunmu, looking for the screen. Ayo out to Turner, pick and pop for the lead, it's good! 12 and 11 for Big Miles. 3-point game as it's stolen away by Caruso. The Warriors were looking to move fast. Caruso, Holmgren, too easy. And the deficit for OKC is within 1. Following Thunder possession, they're looking for the lead. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander out to Williams. His three is off the mark. Quick closeout by Roman Loggins-Burrell. Stokes in the game to close. He gets the rebound, and now it's Salis with it. He sends it to Stokes. Mid-ranger is good. That was not an easy shot given the circumstances. Good defense by Caruso, but the rookie continues his fabulous game as Shai Gilgeous-Alexander makes the layup. Nice defense by Roman. Nothing you can do there but tip your cap. Loggins-Burrell brings it up, takes it himself on the drive, gets it to Salis. Hands it off to Curry in the corner for Kajai Stokes. Thinks about the three, doesn't take. Back to Curry, tight defense by the Thunder. Stokes with it now. On the drive, Caruso guards him close. Salis now throws it up, and it is no good. Great defensive possession by the Thunder. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with it, looking for the lead. He has Dort in the corner for three. Off the mark. I thought that was going to roll in. That was a good look. Turner with the rebound, and it looks like, at least for now, the Thunder won't foul. Curry's matched up with Holmgren. That might be barbecue chicken, and we're going to have a mismatch somewhere else with Turner guarded by Shai. We're going to let some clock go. Curry on the drive, loses it. Warrior ball. Close call there, but it was last touched by Shai. We're going to call a timeout here. That's our last one. OKC still has two more. I would imagine regardless if we make a shot here or don't, the Thunder are going to use one of those timeouts, so I don't think we really need to worry about who we want on the floor defensively. It's just about having some guys who can score the ball. Our three starters and then replacing the injured Butler and Kuminga is the two rookies, Loggins-Burrell and Stokes, as he gets it to Curry. Open mid-ranger is good! Quick shot for Steph off the assist on the baseline by Roman Loggins-Burrell. 3-point game. Thunder will call time here. And now it's decision time for Oklahoma City. Do you go for the quick two or do you hold for the three? They have another timeout, so they can afford to go for a two. And do we look to potentially foul here? We're going to have Bona come in the game. He'll replace Kajai Stokes. Stokes is an excellent defender. But the way I see it is I want the two bigs in the game to potentially force a jumper. I trust Roman Loggins-Burrell with his size to match up with somebody like Jalen Williams, and then I'd rather Salis on the floor than Stokes just because I trust him a little bit more at the line. Stokes is a good three-throw shooter, but Antoine Salis, who's a capable defender, is a really good three-throw shooter. So Dort will inbound. He gets it to Caruso. Out to Williams. Dort, SGA with 10 to go. Shai for the tie. No good. Turner with the rebound. He is fouled. It'll take one more foul for us to get in the bonus. Steph Curry was the one with the contest on Shai. Butler has been the main matchup for Shai in this game, but with his injury, Curry has been responsible to guarding Shai in the fourth quarter, and he's done a fantastic job as he gets fouled, goes to the line. First one rattles in with 4.6 seconds left. He's not wasting any time. He's getting these shots off quickly. Second one is good as well. It's a 5-point game, and now Oklahoma City is in real trouble. They're going to use their last timeout, hoping for some kind of miracle. They're going to have to get a shot off quick and then hope for the best. So we're going to bring Stokes in the game now. We're going to have Salis in instead of Roman Loggins-Burrell. I'm now fully focused on three-throw shooting. Both of those guys are a lot better at the line than Roman Loggins-Burrell is. So Dort will inbound it. He gets it to Williams for three, and it's good! Okay, hold on. Gotta execute the inbound. Cannot allow a turnover. Turner gets it to Curry. Perfect. He's fouled by SGA. He'll go to the line to shoot two. And with Oklahoma City out of timeouts, it's not looking good for them. Curry makes the first one. People asked, do you try to miss the second one? I think in this spot, no. You go for the make, take the 4-point lead, and just don't foul. Curry now has 30, and with 1.6 seconds left, that should do it. Oklahoma City's likely going to throw one up. SGA at the buzzer off the front of the rim. And the Golden State Warriors win a thriller here in the NBA Cup quarterfinals, defeating the Thunder on the road 17-13. And this means we're headed to Las Vegas for these semis and hopefully the NBA Cup championship. Really, really fun game. Oklahoma City gave us a battle. 30 for Steph. Wasn't his best shooting night, but made some big plays down the stretch, played some good defense. Butler and Kuminga getting hurt obviously sucked, but I've got to shout out these two rookies, man. Hooper and Hooper. Roman Loggins-Burrell and Kajai Stokes both played really well. Stokes with 16 and 7 in just 17 minutes, 6 of 8 from the field, 4 for 5 from deep. His best game as a pro. I love seeing him being efficient on offense, taking good shots and making them. Roman was also efficient, 6 of 9 from the field, 2 for 3 from deep. Both of them played really good defense. They both gave us some great energy and were both really impressive in the fourth quarter. The moment was not too big for them. St. Louis did not have a great game, though, 11 points on 11 shots. It is his first game back, so I'll cut him some slack. 27 for Shea. Really didn't play all that well for his standards. 21 and 16 for Chet. I thought Trinidad and Topic were pretty good. Cason Wallace had a nice day as well, but that was not enough. So Oklahoma City's journey in the NBA in-season tournament is over. Now, going into this semifinal game, we are shorthanded. Collapsed lung for Jonathan Kuminga, bruised tailbone for Jimmy Butler. Butler's injury is not a long one. He might miss a game or two. Kuminga's is a bit more serious. So Roman Loggins-Burrell will start at the 3, and Jabari Springer goes from out of the rotation to a starter now. It'll be Sacramento here in the semifinals. They upset the Spurs, winning by 20. I'm actually really excited to play against the Kings because this is a young, intriguing team who has a lot of upside, who has completely outperformed expectations this year, currently the 7th seed. And the biggest reason for that is Dennis the Menace. Dennis Gordon, part of the De'Aaron Fox trade last year. He has been phenomenal for the Kings, and they've got some other young guys playing well. Taylor Hendricks, Jabari Smith, Devin Carter, and of course, their 3 lottery picks from this year, Nova Coulson, Amari Tate, and the man, the myth, the legend, Caden Howard. So Jimmy Butler is actually going to be able to come back for this game, so he's going to take Jabari's spot in the starting lineup. Luckily for Springer, he'll still get some minutes as we're losing some depth, of course, with Jonathan Kuminga out. The Suns' offer is this deal for Miles Turner. I get Turner hasn't been great offensively this year. He is playing better, and, well, regardless if he's shooting 40% or 20%, I'm not going to take that deal. Welcome to Las Vegas, home of the NBA in-season tournaments, semifinals, and championship. Here in the Western Conference, it's a Bay Area rivalry. The Kings, who have really outperformed expectations this year, facing off against the Warriors. And then the winner of this game will go to the championship to meet either the Orlando Magic or the Toronto Raptors. As we look at this Kings team, I think they're going to be dangerous in the Western Conference for years to come, but I certainly didn't expect them to be this good this fast. With all the young players they have, and of course Dennis Gordon potentially turning into a franchise-level player, they've got the infrastructure of what looks like a really strong team, but you also have to remember all the picks that this team has accumulated through trading away De'Aaron Fox to Houston and Domantas Sabonis to Detroit. Although those two teams are really happy with how things have worked out as well. The Fox and Sabonis trades, clear win-wins for all parties, as there's the former Warriors assistant, Mike Brown. A little bit ironic seeing him after Jaden Ivey made him lose his job, as the tip is won by DeAndre Ayton, part of the Domantas Sabonis deal. And we are underway here in Las Vegas, the Emirates NBA Cup semifinals between the Warriors and the Kings, as Jabari Smith gets the scoring started from deep. Smith also parted the De'Aaron Fox trade, re-upped to an extension this offseason. Antoine Salis looking for the screen on the drive, and he's blocked at the rim! Domin Ayton with the denial. DeAndre Ayton looking to rejuvenate his career. He's off to a great start this year in Sacramento. And then Bradley Beal hits the short shot inside, their Malik Monk replacement, if you will. Look at the score here, 7-0 lead for Sacramento. We've got to get some points. Pick and roll, Jimmy Butler. Good to see him not missing any games from the bruised tailbone. I like that we actually got 4 days off this time after playing 5 games within 6 days, as Jabari Smith drills the triple, and we've got to call time. This game has started off horribly. We're currently trailing 10-2. Gordon inside for Smith. He's trapped. Sends it on the wing. Beal, wide open 3. He left the weak side open for too long, and it's 13-2. Defense looks rough. Offense looks rough. The only thing going for us so far is the pick and roll with Curry and Butler. They've got a nice little 2-man game going. But otherwise, we have really struggled to score the ball. Gordon out to Smith. Another 3, and it's good. The Kings putting on a show from beyond the arc. And the young, high-flying Kings looking good early, up by 10. Loggins-Burrell out to Curry for 3. He's on the board. With this being a nationally televised game, I would imagine this Kings team hasn't really been on national TV. The general public doesn't really know these guys yet. This is a chance for them to introduce themselves to the world as Ayton gets the putback 9-point game. Everybody knows the Warriors, everybody knows Steph, but they don't know Dennis Gordon and friends yet. Step back, triple is good from Gordon's fellow Frenchman, Antoine Salice. 18-14, DeAndre Ayton with it on the drive. He's doubled, doesn't matter. Gets that one over Antoine Salice. Ayton looking quite good so far as it's 20-14. Loggins-Burrell inside for Salice, makes the layup. He's got 7. Roman Loggins-Burrell has not shot the ball yet, but he has 5 assists. I think his career high coming into the day is 7. He's already got 5 in the first quarter. Nova Coulson, jumper is good. The 11th overall pick out of Colorado. Smooth lefty stroke at guard. He's given the Kings some good minutes this year. Here's Kajai Stokes. Starts the game off with a quick 3. His first shot of the game will fall, and it's 22-19. Immediately a one-score game. Here is Coulson. Sends it to Jabari Smith, who has been on fire for the Kings. He's in the double figures. 24-19. Stokes off the inbound. Wide open for 3, and it rattles in. Another quick start shooting the ball for Kajai Stokes. Once again, 2 for 2. And it's 24-22. After that really poor start, we're only down by 2. There's Coulson, a deep 3, and that one falls. Coulson's weakness is the outside shot, but he pulls from 30 and nails it. Curry lobs it up for Jabari Springer, who is in for the slam. I almost called him Jabari Smith. Wrong team. 27-24. Here is Stokes with it, looking for the screen. Stokes, pull up, midi is good. Kajai Stokes can shoot the mid-ranger, an all-around shooter, as it's 27-26. Here is Coulson again from deep, and it rattles in. The moment clearly not too big for either of these teams' rookies. 4-point game. Curry launches up a prayer, and it is answered. What a shot by Stephen Curry. 30-29, now 31-29. We'll get the last shot. Of course, it's Curry with it, looks to drive it. He gets it to Dosunmu for 3, and it is no good. An exciting start, 31-29, as the Sacramento Kings look to put themselves on the map. They're looking pretty good so far. These rookie guards are playing really well, and look at this. Kajai Stokes draws the charge. This kid makes winning plays. It's not just the scoring. Butler, Bona, out to Simone Fontecchio. His 3 is no good. Taylor Hendricks with the rebound, out to Devin Carter, and the fire! Throws it down, and 1. Flex on him. Jimmy Butler called for the foul, and the poster puts the Kings up by multiple scores. We've got to look at this one again. Devin Carter with a big-time jam. He would miss the 3-throw, however. Ayo Dosunmu with it in the corner, looking for the screen. Mid-ranger on the move is good. Should have been a foul there. The contact defensively from Colby Jones clearly impacted the shot. 33-31. Stokes with it. Thought about the 3, won't take. Looks for the screen. Now goes for 3. He cannot miss. Kajai Stokes has 11 points now on 4 of 5 shooting. Nova Coulson has 7 points on 3 of 3 shooting, and he's not done. In for the slam. These rookie guards, man, all they're doing is making shots, or I guess in this case, making dunks. I mean, Roman Loggins-Burrell hasn't made a shot yet, but he's also not missing. He's doing all the distributing. Hendricks, open 3, will rattle in. Lucky bounce for Taylor Hendricks, and it's a 5-point game, 40-35. Loggins-Burrell with it, still scoreless, but it doesn't matter. He's made an impact otherwise. On the drive, lobs it up for Springer, who sends down another alley-oop. Mama, watch him fly. Jabari Springer posterizes Colby Jones, and it's 40-37. Here's Coulson off the screen. Still has not missed as he gets it to DeAndre Ayton with the throwdown. It's a 5-point lead for the Kings. Nova Coulson with it, guarded by Jimmy Butler, rookie on veteran. Coulson off the screen, pulls from deep. He is now 5 of 5 from the field. A big 12-3 run for the Sacramento Kings. They are up by 8, flexing their muscles here in the second quarter. Antoine Salice looks to put an end to the run. Salice on the drive, makes the layup. He's got 9. He looks more comfortable so far than he did in the last game, and it's going to take him some time. He hasn't played basketball in a month and a half. Curry, step back. 3 ball is good. Curry only has 9, but the shots that he has made today are some really difficult ones. Ayton thought about the shot, doesn't take. Out to Hendricks. Pump fake on the drive. He's blocked. Miles Turner with the snuff, and that one is going to be called out on Hendricks. So the Warriors will take possession of the ball. Hendricks scored 23 in his last game. Has been quieter today. As Jimmy Butler will bring it up. Butler blows by Jabari Smith. Doubled inside. Doesn't matter. He's in for the layup. He's got 6 and 6. Getting outran there by 37-year-old Jimmy Butler is a little bit embarrassing. Gordon with a nice response. Tight defense by Curry. But Dennis the Menace makes the play. Roman Loggins-Burrell with it. On the drive. Makes the layup. Draws the foul. And one. Flex on him, Rook. He can really finish in contact. I think that's what's most impressive about his finishing ability, along with the fact that he's so fast and he can jump so high. He's skilled inside. He can make some tough ones. As Curry makes the layup, Warriors ahead. 49-47, a good response to the big run the Kings had by going on a run of our own. But Jabari Smith looks to silence it as he hits the top of the key three. Loggins-Burrell, pump fake, out to Curry for three, and it's good! Steph with a little razzle-dazzle. He's starting to heat up with 14 and 5 now in takeover mode. Josh Green with the triple, no good. Adembona with the rebound. Here comes Golden State. Curry out to Stokes. Pump fake. Stokes with the slam! I get that Roman Loggins-Burrell is the guy who is the fancy dunks, but Kajai Stokes has a lot in his bag as well. 13 for the rookie now out of Marquette. Josh Green with a quick layup, 55-54. Ayo Dosunmu with it. Mid-ranger on the move is good. Smooth stroke by Ayo. He has 4. And the Warriors back ahead, 55-56. Much like the first half in the Thunder game, this has been a really back-and-forth matchup as Curry is to steal. Fontecchio to Stokes to Bona! Excellent ball movement there by the Warriors. It's nice having guys who are unselfish and can really spread it around. A perfect lob pass by Kajai Stokes. The playmaking's been inconsistent for Stokes so far, but that was one of his best passes of the year so far. Green, triple, no good. Hendricks with the rebound. Another chance, it's Gordon, who ties it at 58. Dennis Gordon is just a completely well-rounded offensive player, and to see him blossom into a star in year 2 has been really fun, as Taylor Hendricks gets that one off the glass for the lead. 60-58, final seconds of the first half. It's Stokes with the ball. Will he take the last shot? Warriors got to do something quickly. Curry at the buzzer, no good. We kind of rushed it there at the end. I think Stokes was a little bit too nonchalant to end that first half. And it's Sacramento up by 2 going into halftime. And again, I think this is exactly what Adam Silver envisioned with the in-season tournament. Seeing these veteran, talented playoff teams battling it out with some younger, smaller market teams looking to make a name for themselves, such as the Sacramento Kings. Let's move into the third quarter now. Josh Green with it. His lob attempt is stolen in midair by Jimmy Butler. Out to Loggins-Burrell, looks to take it himself. Layup is good. And again, the finishing in contact continues to be really impressive. He's got 5 points, and he tied his career high in assists with 7, and he did it in just one half. Jabari Smith hits another 3. Kings up by 2. Smith with 16 in the first half. Tied for leading all scorers. Smith inside, no good. Nice defense by Salis. Turner with the rebound. Salis quickly out to Curry. Mid-ranger is good. That one was off balance. Didn't even look like he used his guide hand to help him shoot the ball. But it's Steph Curry. You can't really doubt anything he does. Jabari Smith on the drive. Layup is good. Kings back ahead. Smith continuing his impressive game. Gordon guarded by Turner. That's a mismatch. Gordon misses. Grabs his own rebound. Out to Green for 3. I can sort of understand Gordon driving by Miles because he's obviously faster, but you cannot let him get that rebound. Loggins-Burrell with a sweet pass in for Ayo Dosunmu. He makes the layup. Career high in assists for Loggins-Burrell. That's his 8th of the game. Salis out to Loggins-Burrell. Pump fake, trapped, back out to Salis. In the corner for 3. And the lead is within 4. 73-69. Here's Ayton with it. Misses the poster slam over Turner. That would have been nasty. Salis with it. Wide open lane. Takes it to the cup. And for Roman, that is his 10th assist of the game. And we're only halfway through the third. Here's Bona. And one slam. The 3 throw will be for the lead. DeAndre Ayton gets baptized by Adembona. Amen. Wow, what a play there by Bona. He would make the shot at the line. Golden State up by 1 as Gordon is blocked by Antoine Celis. A France-on-France crime. Celis on the other end. Layup is good. He's got 16. 76-73. Celis with it again, looking for the screen. Long-range triple is good. And Antoine Celis is starting to heat up, looking like his rookie year self, looking like when he dropped 58 against Boston. 6-point game. Ayo throws it up at the end of the shot clock, and it's good. How did that go in? I wouldn't have blamed him at all if it didn't, because that was a horrible possession from everybody else. Launched up some junk, and he nails it. Jabari Smith does the same, and it also goes in. Ball don't lie, I guess. 81-75. Devin Carter with it out to Taylor Hendricks. Hendricks for three, and it's good. Nothing but net. Lead cuts in half. It's only a one-score game. 78-81. Fontecchio out to Dosunmu. Stokes, sidestep at the buzzer. Bang! Kajai Stokes with the three. He's got 16 points. 84-78. Stokes' threes have been easy, manufactured open shots, but not that one. What a play. Gordon misses the floater. Celis from half court. It is no good. And the Warriors, who trailed for much of the third, are up by 6. 84-78 going into the fourth. Let's see if we can hang on to win it and make it to the NBA in-season championship. Nova Coulson with it on the drive. He is blocked by Turner. And while Loggins, Burrell, and Stokes have had great second halves, Coulson has really cooled off. Stokes out to Curry. On the drive. Ooh, what a move! Curry no good, but Turner is there for the putback slam. Nice positioning there by Miles Turner to quickly get the dunk, and Golden State adds to the lead. We don't want the Kings to get hot and put themselves back in it. I would love to take them out of this game early. We're up by 10. Here's Carter for three. Big make for the Kings, and that wasn't even bad defense, just a nice shot. 7-point game. Kajai Stokes with it on the drive. Floater is good, and it's an and one! Kajai Stokes fired up, and rightfully so. This kid continues to hoop. I think that G League stint clearly did him well. He's now had 5 good games in a row here in the NBA. As Dennis Gordon makes the layup, Sacramento continuing to hang around. 8-point game. Coulson with it. Out to Gordon for three. That one is off the mark. Ayton with the rebound, and he will make the layup over Ayo Dosunmu. Not much Ayo can do there. Ayton's a whole lot bigger. Stokes, Butler, Dosunmu looks to drive by Carter. He's trapped. Stokes' jumper is good. A career-high 21 for Stokes on really good efficiency, as he continues to look so much more comfortable than he did during the first month of the year. Gordon for three, it's good. Sacramento's going to continue to hang around. I didn't want to leave the door open for them, and it's currently wide open. 6-point game. Loggins Burrell open, triple is good. Roman Loggins Burrell is shooting the three ball well here in the in-season tournament. He's not shooting it a lot, which is a good thing. And when he does shoot it, he's making them, which is also obviously a good thing. Devin Carter for three. I see a lot of Devin Carter when I watch Kajai Stokes. Two defensive-minded guards who make the tough plays, can hit tough shots, although Stokes is 3 inches taller. There's Gordon with another three. He's starting to heat up. 5-point game. Stokes matched up with Beal on the drive. Layup is good. 26 points for KJ, and it's a 7-point game. Dennis Gordon with it. Step back, long two. That one rattles in. I feel like Gordon wasn't that impressive early in this game, but here in the fourth, he has played out of his mind. 4-point game with 3 minutes to go. Curry, step back three is good. Steph Curry with 19 and 9. That is just his second made shot at the second half. And it's a 7-point game. Smith looks for a three right back, and it rattles out. An unlucky roll for Jabari Smith. Ball don't lie. Loggins Burrell on the drive. Dunks over Josh Green. First career double-double for Roman Loggins Burrell. 10 points and 10 assists. That one was vicious. Gordon lobs it up for Ayton. The Kings trying to hang around, but look at the clock. There's only a minute left. Curry with it, gets the screen. Heaves up a prayer, and it's good from the top of the key. And I think that might be the dagger. 110-100. We're going to let Kajai Stokes dribble out this clock. The Golden State Warriors are going to the Emirates NBA Cup in-season championship, and that game is going to be in this episode in about 3 minutes. Yes, I'm giving you guys 3 games today. I didn't want to say it at the beginning of the episode because I thought that might spoil things, but maybe you could tell by the video length being way longer than a normal episode. Kajai Stokes, 26 points, 9 of 14 from the field, 4 for 8 from 3. He just looks so much more confident and in control than he did earlier. His estimated wins added when we sent him down to the G League was negative 0.6. In the 5 games he's played since then, he's gotten 0.8. 22 for Steph, 19 for Salis. Again, wasn't the most efficient. 10 and 10 for Loggins-Burrell, only missed 2 shots all day. Jimmy Butler was not particularly effective, though, but it didn't matter. We still got the job done. But this Kings team will continue to be a problem. They just got to learn how to win, and their offense was a lot worse in that second half. 27 for Smith, 19 on 19 shots for Gordon. Colson, of course, started the game off hot, but really cooled down, as did the rest of the Kings offense, really with the exception of Dennis Gordon. So it's going to be the Orlando Magic in the NBA Cup Championship. They beat Toronto in the semis, 2 of the better teams in the East. So in their first round game, they beat the Pistons by 30. Franz and Paolo each with 34. Anthony Simons shot 1 for 11, and they still scored nearly 150. Second game, a lot closer. Damian Lillard led the scoring with 25. The Raptors' offense really just was not great, and if Jacoby Walter maybe doesn't go 0 for 8 from 3, they would have a chance of winning. So as we look at this Magic team, they've been disappointing in this series, but I think the addition of Damian Lillard has taken some pressure off of Paolo and Francis' scores. It's helped them out a little bit, and this team is really, really deep. They added Zach Edey, who Memphis decided to give up on after last year, I guess because of his defense, and they really believe in their lottery pick at center from last year in Vishnik Blieva, who is having a really good year as their starting center, so I guess they were right in that assessment. Also, keep in mind that this game will not count towards the regular season standings or stats. The first 2 games today did. Those 2 wins are part of our 18-9 record, but no matter what happens in this game, it will not impact the standings, which is certainly a little bit weird. To have these 2 teams playing for a game that doesn't count in the regular season, of course, winning the NBA Cup is certainly an accomplishment, but we're also not going to try to run the old guys into the ground. I want the kids to play loosely and run free. Obviously, we're going to have our veterans play quite a bit in this game. We do want to win. Winning the NBA Cup is an accomplishment, but I want to see the young guys really take charge. Antoine Salis, Kajai Stokes, Roman Loggins-Burrell. Those 3 guys are going to play a lot of minutes, and we're going to put a lot on their plate offensively. I want to see if they can handle it on a big stage like this. So far, particularly the 2 rookies, have really been impressive here in the in-season tournament. Banchero, step back, fadeaway is no good. Miles Turner with the rebound, and here comes the Warriors in transition. Bounce pass for Salis, in for Butler, who makes the layup over Banchero. We certainly hope Jimmy Butler is going to play a little bit better than he did in the last game. Really was not all that impressive on either end of the floor against the Kings. Loggins-Burrell with it. Out to Miles Turner with the slam. Loggins-Burrell already off to a good start passing after his 10-assist game in the win against Sacramento. Curry out to Butler, guarded by Lillard. That's a mismatch. He sends it to an open man. It's Antoine Salis, who hits the top of the key 3. We would start this game off 7-0, but I don't want to get too excited. The Kings led the last game 7-0 and lost as Curry makes the layup off the inbound. It's 9-1. The Magic have not made a field goal through the first 2.5 minutes of the game. It has been rough for them on offense. Lillard for 3. That one is good. It feels like the Damian Lillard trade has also really benefited all sides. The Magic and Bucks both a lot better than they were last year. Loggins-Burrell draws the double. Butler open 3, no good. You got to make that. There's nobody within a school zone of you. Lillard on the other end. He's blocked! Antoine Salis, what a play! On the other end, Loggins-Burrell with it, looking for the screen from Butler. On the drive, he is fouled by Franz Wagner. He would ultimately miss both 3 throws. I only showed that for the block by Salis. That play was unbelievable. Jaime Jaquez Jr. with it. He dunks it over the rookie. Part of the Jalen Suggs trade a couple years ago. One that I think the Magic kind of regret. Turner, step back, 3-ball over Zubats is good. Nice shot there by Miles Turner. He's off to a nice start today. Jaquez trapped. Out to Carson Young, second-year pro from Arkansas. He's got Banchero. And the Magic quickly responding on offense. They scored 0 points through the first 2 minutes, 11 points since then. Celis, sidestep over Young. Nice shot for Antoine Celis, his second triple of the game. He's playing really well early. 17-11. Miles Turner is stripped away by Jaquez, stolen by Ivica Zubac, and here comes the Magic. Lillard, weaving through everybody, he makes the layup. Lillard is only averaging 12 points per game, but he hasn't been inefficient. He's just taken a back seat for the other stars on this team. Nonetheless, he's not the guy in the Blazers series who was averaging 40 for the Heat. Celis misses the step-back three, but he rips it away from Young, and he will make the layup. A nice hustle play there by Antoine Celis. 19-13. Jaime Jaquez with it. Out to Paolo Banchero. Another triple. No good. Zubac with the rebound. Back out to Jaquez. His three no good. Zubac again. Third time's the charm. He's just going to score it himself. If nobody else is going to do it, he figures he'll do it on his own. Turner blocks Lillard. And here comes the Warriors. Butler to Celis. Inside for Ayo Dosunmu. Makes the layup. Nice finish by Ayo. And it is an 8-point game. Carson Young with it. He's got space. In isolation, makes the layup. Young was a guy who I heavily targeted in that first draft. Obviously, we ended with Celis, and it has certainly worked out. But Carson Young was one of the guys I really liked in that class, and would have thought about him if he fell to our pick as Jaime Jaquez Jr. Connects from deep, 23-20. Overall, the Magic really have not played a great game, and the fact that they're only down by 3 is pretty impressive. We've got to certainly continue to build this lead. Haven't really been able to do so as Jabari Springer hits the triple. De Silva out to Jaquez. He gets it to Anthony Black. Back out to De Silva for 3. Tristan De Silva in his third year from the University of Colorado. 26-25. Loggins-Burrell. He has it again. Out to Miles Turner. Matched up with De Silva, who gets the stop. And Miles Turner appears to be in some pain. 5-on-4. Anthony Simons for 3. It is good. The concern here, obviously, with Miles Turner, you never want to see injuries, but you really don't want to see them in a game that doesn't count for the standings. So the good news, I guess, is that it doesn't look like a serious injury for Miles Turner. I think he hurt his hip as he was colliding right there, trying to go for the rebound. Steps on De Silva's foot. We're going to be very cautious with Miles Turner, though. It's unlikely we'll bring him back the rest of the game. Going to need a lot from Adem Bona. And Jabari Springer's going to have to run some 5 as he gets the rebound off the miss from Stokes. Out to Dosunmu for 3 and the lead. Kajai Stokes is off to a slow start. He's 0 for 3 so far. He's missed a couple of triples. Simons with it for the lead. That one is good. Simons was 0 from beyond the arc in their first round in-season tournament game, but he's 2 for 2 here in this one. Loggins-Burrell at the buzzer. It's good. The step back midi over Jaquez. That shot had a lot of arc, ends up hitting nothing but the net. We're going to take a look at it. It actually did not count originally on the floor. And man, that's close. I don't think he got it off in time. Even if you can make the argument that he did, I don't think it's obvious enough to overturn it. And yeah, you can start to hear the groans. The basket, no good. Unfortunately, I think that is the right call. We should implement the rule of cool in that scenario to where if it's a cool shot, it should count regardless. 31-29 as we go into the second quarter. Orlando leads here in the NBA Cup final against Golden State. Dosunmu with the layup over Anthony Simons. He's got 7, playing well early. Fontecchio with it, out to Dosunmu. He gets it to Adem Bona. Look at this matchup. It's lunchtime. Bona keeps it himself, makes the layup, falling to the floor as we're tied at 33. Banchero has it stripped away. That's Stokes with the steal. He has been a playmaker defensively, pesky for opposing ball handlers. Loggins-Burrell out to Dosunmu, and number 10 has a team-high 10 points here in the first half. 36-33. Here is Stokes with it. Hands it off to Dosunmu. Layup is no good. Nice defense there by Anthony Black. There's another injury, and unfortunately for the Magic, it's Paolo Banchero grabbing at his chest. In a game that doesn't count in the standings, both teams have lost key starters in the first half. Loggins-Burrell, open 3, rattles in on the toilet roll. Loggins-Burrell continuing to shoot the 3 ball really well here in the NBA Cup playoff as it's 39-33. Wagner makes the layup. Nice move there by Franz Wagner, averaging nearly 21 a game this year. Loggins-Burrell, 3 and 3 on his stat line. Out to Stokes with the drive. Nifty move. Kajai Stokes, as a finisher, has been really impressive here during this run. I know we've talked about his shooting, but his overall efficiency from two and scoring in contact in the basket's been really nice as Bona sends it home over Anthony Black. He missed the original shot, but gets the offensive rebound and the flush. Simons triple, don't want to leave him space. We learned in the Blazers series that he's a guy who can get hot on a dime, but as good as he is offensively, equally bad defensively. Paolo Banchero right back in the game with a nifty move on Jimmy Butler. That injury did not look to affect him there. So the Magic clearly taking a different strategy than us regarding the injuries, as Adem Bona makes the layup off the assist by Celis. On one hand, I get Orlando wanting to win, and clearly it's not a very serious injury. Even so, I don't know if I'd risk it. You know what? Never mind. Paolo Banchero looks better than when he was healthy. He pulls from 30 and nails it. 4-point game. Stokes with it. Pump fake. Nice move on Anthony Simons. And after missing his first 3 shots, Stokes gets a couple to fall inside. Curry will ISO with Banchero. Barbecue chicken on the menu. Whoop! Didn't expect that. Step back mid-ranger is good. You got to keep them on their toes. Got to keep them guessing. 51-43. Lillard with a spin move on Dosunmu. Layup is good. Damian Lillard has had an impressive first half. Him and Paulo playing really well for Orlando. Here is Celis with it. Out to Roman Loggins-Burl. Thinks about the shot. Won't take. On the drive. What a move on Carson Young. Roman Loggins-Burl like a ballerina inside. His body control in the paint is something else. And here he is again. Another really impressive finish. He's got 7 on perfect shooting. 3 of 3 so far. 10-point game. Simons blocked. Antoine Celis with the denial. What is with Celis with some of these blocks? I think he's gotten a block shot in all 3 games today. Off the miss from Celis, Loggins-Burl tips it to keep it alive. It's Butler with it. He gets it to Jabari Springer, who hits the mid-ranger. I think Loggins-Burl deserves the credit there. That was not an easy play to tip it out to Butler. 12-point game. Loggins-Burl on the drive. Lobs it up! These two guys really seem to understand the pick and roll. Certainly Jabari Springer as a roller, and then Loggins-Burl can really throw lobs. Those two have a nice connection. Young fouled on the 3, and it goes! A 4-point play for Carson Young. That's the shot that Orlando needed. They were down by 14 before that one. We'll see if that gives them some energy. Final 6 seconds of the first half. It's Curry with it. Out to Springer. Wide open for 3. No good. And that'll wrap up the first half. Really impressive second quarter. We keyed up defensively, and the offense played really well, as it's a 10-point lead going into the break. And to think we were down at the end of the first quarter, but the Magic only got 20 there in that second frame. 43% from the field to our 56. And a big reason is the ball movement. Doubled the amount of assists that Orlando does. And with that, we're 1 half away from winning the NBA Cup here in Vegas. And the city of Las Vegas is trying to put on a show. They recognize that NBA expansion is imminent. Possibly this offseason is when it gets done, with Vegas and Seattle being, of course, the 2 most likely suitors. Here's Kajai Stokes with the and one slam as he dunks all over Carson Young. A big-time play there by Stokes, who was kind of quiet in the first half, but he played well in the second quarter after a not-so-good first. Carson Young looks to respond from 3. An all-around wing guard hybrid who can do a little bit of everything. Really good shooter, solid passer, solid defender. Lillard for 3. That one goes despite a nice contest by Curry, and the lead is within 9. Orlando looking to get things going before this one gets out of hand. As Antoine Celis has it, 12 points, step back, thinks about the shot, won't take. Out to Stokes on the drive, has Butler wide open in the corner for 3. As you'll notice, the old guys are making some plays, but it's really the youngsters who are handling the ball, making the decisions. As I said, I want to play through the young guys, and they're continuing to produce. Bona, slow to react on the pick and roll. Ivica Zubac with the slam. 69, nice to 61. Curry, Stokes in the corner. Loggins-Burl, pump fake, open lane, and sends it home. 9-7-5 and some fireworks as he hangs on the rim. 64-73. Banchero hands it off. Young with a prayer, and it is no good. Bona with the rebound. Loggins-Burl with a quick pass to Stokes. Pull-up mid-ranger is good, and Kajai Stokes continues to be automatic from 2-point range. 75-64. Lillard with it for the Magic, matched up with Curry. Welcome to the unction. He's got Carson Young off the screen for 3, and it's an 8-point game. Carson Young with 15 points, 9 of which have come in the last 4 minutes. But the Warriors get a 3 right back from Roman Loggins-Burl. 12, 7, and 6, filling up the stat sheet. 79-73. Stokes with it. He gets it to Simone Fontecchio. Makes the layup, draws the foul. Head coach Jamal Mosley does not like what he sees as it's an and one. 82-73. Stokes off the pass from Loggins-Burl. Fouled, layup, another and one. Kajai Stokes has had like 3 or 4 and ones. He's really good at drawing fouls, and he's good at scoring when he's fouled. Loggins-Burl with it, makes the layup. These two rookies are just fearless in contact, a trait that the great Darius Springer holds. Heat check 3, doink, 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 and it rattles in for Loggins-Burl, who just corralled in his career-high 10th rebound. He's looking to take it himself. 2-5 is on a roll right now as he draws the foul. He missed both 3 throws, but I wanted to shout him out for his second career double-double. Loggins-Burl on the drive. This time, he's in for the slam. That's a career high in points with 20, having the best game of his career. Now for 3. That one falls. He cannot miss right now. Dude is unconscious scoring the ball. How about some more? Loggins-Burl makes the layup. He's got 25 points right now. My goodness, is he balling. Final shot of the third. Curry throws it up, and it is no good. But look at the score. A dominant third quarter by Roman Loggins-Burl propels us to a 19-point lead. We're in a good spot here in the fourth quarter. The Magic looking to get something going as Banchero misses twice. Here is Stokes with it on the other end. Step back. Mid-ranger is good. The attention has gone to Roman Loggins-Burl, but Kajai Stokes has played a good game of his own. I would expect the rookies are going to play most of the rest of this game, try to get some more reps, and Kajai Stokes is certainly making the most of them. He now has 19. 106-87. Jaquez off the mark. Stokes with a really nice rebound, really nice defense as well. He gets it to Roman Loggins-Burl on the drive. Layup is good again. That's 27 for Rolog. 21-point game. Salis out to Loggins-Burl. He's doubled. Stokes open for 3, and it's good. 24-point lead for Golden State, and it's because these two rookies are playing out of their mind. Lillard takes the step back. Banchero for 3, rattles in. Nice play. 21, now a 19-point lead. Is it time to put your rally caps on? Off the inbound, Loggins-Burl, jumper, is good. That's a long 2, but another impressive shot. He sits at 29 with a few minutes to go. Gets the screen from Springer. Loggins-Burl, that one is good. His craftiness inside is just so impressive. He's savvy like a 10-year veteran. Stokes with the steal. In transition, KJ throws it down. He's got 24. Again, the scoring's impressive, but he is so pesky on defense. Banchero spin move, no good. Springer with the rebound, his 9th. Springer's going to look to take it himself, and he's looking to join in on the fun. Sends it home. It's now a 23. Make it a 22-point game with 30 seconds to go. The Warriors are looking for one more highlight before they get their trophy. Stokes from the parking lot. Bang! 29 for Kajai Stokes. The Warriors up by 25 points. As Young has it, he is fouled, and that should just about do it. 130-105, a dominant win here by the Golden State Warriors, who are your 2026 Emirates NBA Cup in-season tournament champions. We had some really close games here in this playoff run, narrowly beat Oklahoma City, tight game against the Kings, and this game was close for about 25 minutes, and then Roman Loggins-Burl just took over. He is your player of the game. He is your Emirates NBA Cup final MVP. And for the trophy celebration, I love that Steph and Jimmy aren't even there. They can't be bothered. To be fair, I don't entirely blame them. And going into this game, as I said, I want the young guys to lead the way. They will take the wheel of the car. There's a chance the car revs off the road and falls off a cliff. There's also a chance that the car goes 150 miles an hour. And sure enough, it was the latter. 33, 10, and 8 for Loggins-Burl. 14 of 18 from the field. 4 for 5 from 3. Not sure what happened at the line. But otherwise, he was unbelievably efficient. And then Stokes, 29, 5, 5, 2 steals, 11 of 19 from the field, 3 for 7 from deep. And he actually did make his 3 throws. The two of them combining for 62 points. And let's hope they can keep the momentum rolling here with some more good performances. Salis did not shoot the ball well at all, 2 for 9 from deep. But he did a little bit of everything, 16, 8, and 6. Butler and Curry weren't bad. We just didn't ask a whole lot out of them. They combined for just 15 points. 31 for Paolo, who played 38 minutes. He sat for a couple because of the injury, and otherwise, they had him in the rest of the game. Carson Young had 17, Lillard had 15, Jaquez had nearly 15 misses. Overall, a great performance, and as excited as we can be about the long-term future of this team, seeing those rookies make some flashes, let's look at the short term. Those two guys might be better than we thought at the beginning of the year, and if they can continue to give us a high impact, that would be a big deal. Now we're going to be without Miles Turner for a little bit. Strained hip. He's probably going to miss around 4 weeks. So these young guys are going to continue to get a lot of minutes. We're going to continue to throw them to the Wolves because that seems like the best course of action for how they've played. The Pistons and the Kings want to make this deal. That's a little bit ironic. Obviously, I'm not going to let them. The Timberwolves want to do this. Now, KJ Jeffries is a nice player, and Bones Highland balled out against us in the playoffs last year. But no, I am not interested in trading Roman Loggins-Burl. Left elbow tendonitis for Jimmy Butler. I think it's going to be a 2-month injury. It's unfortunate because even though, again, he's been inconsistent, he's had some good performances, played well in the 2 games that we just simulated. So we're going to have Fontecchio start at the 4. I wanted to get Kajai Stokes into starting lineup, but we need some more size there. These two teams want to make this trade again. I'm not going to let them. As we end up going 3-1, despite missing 3 starters. No Butler for the last 2 games, no Kuminga, no Turner, and no problems. Stokes and Loggins-Burl both played solid against New Orleans other than 3-point shooting. We beat the Magic again, and look at this for Stokes, 7 of 9, while Loggins-Burl goes 7 of 10 from 2-point range. And then against the Clippers, Springer leads the team in scoring. Stokes plays well again. Loggins-Burl, 7 turnovers. I don't like that. Turnovers have been really impressive with him. He's limited them, but not in this game. And then we unfortunately lose to the Nets, who currently have the best record in the Eastern Conference. Stokes was solid. Loggins-Burl was as well. I don't know what's going on with Antoine Salis, though. He's really not shooting the ball well. And at this point, it's not he's just come back because he's played like 7 or 8 games by now. He's just not playing well. A sophomore slump at the moment, as that sends us to Christmas. The Nikola Jokic-less Denver Nuggets await. He is out with an ankle injury. The Nuggets have certainly struggled with him gone. And they don't have a lot of momentum, whereas we do with these young guys playing well. We're the in-season tournament champions, and even with our injuries, this team is finding ways to win games, and it's a lot of fun seeing these guys grow together. Hope you guys enjoyed. I know it was a long one with the 3 games, but certainly a fun one. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Peace out.